What's up, good people? How y'all doing? How's everybody this morning? How y'all doing this morning? Y'all all right? What's up, Miss Carla, Miss Tammy, Miss Antoinette, Miss Margaret, T, Miss Angela, Miss Barbara, Brother Winford. What's up, dude? Happy Friday to you guys. How y'all doing? That's right, it's Friday. It's the weekend. What's up, Miss Kendra, Nachi, Miss Reefa? Hey, Miss Deborah. What's up, Shanta? Miss Geraldine. What's happening? How y'all doing? What's up, Miss Janet? Miss Lynette? I'm good, bro. I'm good, T. I'm good. Hey, Ma. Happy Friday to y'all. How y'all doing? Y'all all right this morning? It's Friday. That's right. Y'all got big plans this weekend? Huh? Who got the big plans this weekend? What's up, Romeo? You can't hear me? How's that? Is that better? Is that better? Yeah, happy Friday. Thank you. I see a few of y'all have already hit share. Brother Jesse, what's up, brother? Thank y'all for hitting that share button, man. I really appreciate it. Weddings, all right. That's right. Celebration Sunday. This Sunday, man, we're gonna be celebrating what God's been doing at and through our church. We're gonna this is Celebration Sunday. I'm touching every campus this Sunday. Lord spare life. Lord say the same. We'll be at every campus. We're gonna be celebrating all of the things that God's been doing in and through our church, celebrating all of the changed lives. We're gonna have baptisms and I think I have special food or something too. That we're gonna be giving to everybody. We always do that on celebration. So man, make sure you come through. Make sure you come hang out with us at one of our four services, three locations, 8:30 and 10:30 in Slidell, and then 10 a.m. on 1085 and 10 and 11 a.m. at Columbia Street. You got chillax from Israel. Israel gonna be chillaxing. Tell our pastor say go on and chillax then. It must have been a long week at school. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, man. Yeah, Jazz Fest weekend. Oh, okay. It's Jazz Fest weekend. I will not be making it to the Jazz Fest. Uh, will not be making it to the Jazz Fest. Now, I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying I am not gonna be out there. I'm gonna have a Jazz Fest going on at the crib. Yeah. Will do, Joy. Definitely will do. Man, listen, I'm not gonna be hanging with you long. I just want to tell you this. I've been teaching you for the last few days about moving on. Been showing you how, you know, Jesus would move on from people. Um, he didn't stick around when people were not receiving the truth from him. Uh, you know, he did not entertain uh, people when they wanted to argue with him. He didn't stick around to be abused by people. He laid down his life uh, one time, uh, just once, and he chose to do it at that time. Um, he even told his disciples, and I didn't mention this the other 2 days, but he even told his disciples that when they went to a certain town and the people didn't receive what they were saying, to not only leave the town, but to shake the dust from the town off of their feet. Uh, he was a pro at moving on. Now, I want to say this to you. I've not been telling you what I've been telling you so that you can live an isolated life. None of us were created to live by ourselves. And the truth is, for some of us, um, we try to live life by ourselves because people are going to people. We hadn't gotten used to the idea that people are going to people. What do you mean by that, Pastor? I mean, nobody's perfect. You aren't either. None of us are. And so don't misunderstand me as saying that when people are not perfect, uh, that we should be unforgiving or that we should hold them to a standard of perfection. Uh, that's not what I'm saying at all. But I'm saying at some point, God gives us a release from the argument, a release from the battle, a release from the person. And when God gives us that release, the best thing you can do is take it. Uh, Remember this. Your life is, and this is the reason why I'm teaching this, because your life is too short and your calling is too big to be bogged down with small thinking. I'm going to say that again. Your life is too short and your calling is too big to be bogged down with small thinking. Uh, if you are bogged down with toxic people, if you are bogged down in toxic situations, you cannot be moving forward with what God called you to do. It knowing how to deal with people who are toxic isn't even about protecting your own peace, your own reputation. it's not first and foremost about protecting you, even though protecting your peace and protecting your joy and your sanity, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, don't get me wrong. But the first reason why you ought to learn how to move on is because as long as you're bogged down with them, you can't be moving forward in your mission for the Lord. See, God saved you to do a work. God gave you a vision for your life. He wants you to be fruitful. He wants you to be productive. He wants you to live your life to the fullest and accomplish as much as you can with what he gave you. You have an awesome responsibility to live out the purpose that God gave you. And so you the more time you spend bogged down by toxic people, the less time you have to give to productive things. The more time you spend bogged down, the more energy you spend bogged down with toxic people. The less time you have, the less energy you have to give to what God really called you to do. Huh? The more effort you give to wrestling with, arguing with, going back and forth with, trying to convince. Come on, somebody. People who are not trying to hear the truth from you. People who are not trying to take direction from you. People who are not trying to see uh, the better way that you're trying to show them. The more effort you give to that, it takes up the effort that you could be giving. I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. To someone and something that would make you more fruitful. Huh? And so, this whole idea of protecting ourselves from toxic people, protecting ourselves from toxic attack, learning to move on it's about protecting our peace. It's about protecting our joy and our sanity. But even bigger than that, it's about protecting what God sent us here to do. Come on, somebody. I'm going to say it again. Your purpose is too big, and your life is too short to be bogged down with small stuff. Huh? You 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 got too many purposeful things to do. And you have to remember that. I told you before that if Satan can distract you, he doesn't have to destroy you. Watch this. If he can distract you with meaningless arguments, if he can distract you with relationships that are going nowhere, if he can distract you with drama, if he can distract you, huh? Giving your time, attention, efforts to things that aren't going to benefit you or the other person anything. He doesn't have to destroy you. Why? Because why destroy what's wasted anyway? I don't need to destroy it. You've rendered it useless. And so you've destroyed it yourself. How? Because you've rendered your own time useless because you gave it to something that didn't matter. Your own energy. You've killed your own efforts. I don't have to destroy you. I've got you perfectly distracted by things that don't matter in the end. Perfectly distracted by things that won't amount to a hill of beans. Perfectly distracted by people who will never see things the way you see things, or who will never take the advice that you're trying to give them. And I'm gonna say it again. Your life is too short. Your calling is too big to allow it to be wasted with meaningless efforts. You got to learn to walk away. You got to learn to move on. You got to learn to move on. Huh? You have to learn to move on. Well, Pastor, what about forgiveness? Don't mistake. This has nothing to do with me forgiving you. Yeah, nothing to do with me forgiving you. When I forgive you, I release you from what you did to me. When I overlook the offense, I pass over it so that it doesn't have to be released later on. Huh? When the offense, I release it. That I don't allow it to get into my heart. I don't allow it to settle into my mind. That's forgiveness. Separate that from this. See, this is what you have to learn. Forgiving you, right, has nothing to do with access. I can forgive you and at the same time cut off your access. I can forgive you and at the same time not allow you to not allow you to get close enough to harm me again. As a matter of fact, sometimes I need to walk away so that I can forgive you. Sometimes I need to move on so that I can forgive you. Come on, somebody. I can forgive you and not allow and not put you in a situation where you can harm me again. So this is not separate the two. Huh? Separate the two. In order to be forgiving, I don't you if you steal from my house, in order to be forgiven, I don't have to let you in my house again. At that point, I'm not forgiving, I'm foolish. Come on, somebody. If you double cross, if you betray me in business, in order to forgive you, I don't have to go back into business with you again. Huh? At that point, I'm not forgiving, I'm foolish. But my first goal in life isn't defending me. My first goal in life is making sure that I do everything God called me to do. And you have to always remember this. Why are you telling us this today, Pastor? Because I don't ever want you to get the impression that your kingdom is more important than God's. Yee. Your kingdom is never more important than the Lord's. And you know, the reason why I have to walk away from you is because for every lie, for every second you spend lying on me, I want to spend an hour telling other people about Jesus Christ. For every second you spend betraying me, I got to move on because I, for every second you spend betraying me, I want to spend an hour giving God glory with my life. For every second, come on, somebody, you spend tearing me down. I gotta walk away from you because for every second you spend tearing me down, I want to spend the hour helping God build his kingdom. And if I get bogged down in the fact that you offended me, if I get bogged down in the fact that you did me wrong, if I stand here and argue with you about what I know is true, if I stand here and go back and forth with you about what you won't hear me on anyway, for every second that I do that, I've lost time that I could be giving God to living out his purpose for my life. So I'm just going to get in my boat and sail away. Yee. I hope I'm helping somebody this morning. I'm listen, I'm not focusing on you. I'm focusing on God's mission and his vision for my life. And if you're toxic, you're a distraction that I need to move on from, that I need to walk away from. Because I got serious God kingdom purpose that I'm trying to live out. And my calling is too big, and my God is too good for me to waste my time on something that at the end of the day ain't going to amount to anything. Come on, somebody. And so I'm getting in my boat and I'm sailing away. Not because I'm that important and you're not, but because God is too important to me. I've got a calling to fulfill. I've got a purpose to live out. And as long as I'm distracted by you, I can't do what God's telling me to do. Father, I pray that you would watch over, protect, keep, surround each and every person under the sound of my voice with your angels this weekend. Lord, let this weekend be a time of refreshing, a time of renewal, a time of rest. Let us not be distracted by our spiritual enemy's tactics. Help us to stay focused on what you've purposed us to do. Thank you for being such an amazing God to us. It's in Christ's name that I pray. Amen. God bless y'all, man. I hope y'all have an amazing weekend. I want to see y'all Sunday, man. I want to see each and every one of you Sunday. If you're in this area, I want to see you Sunday morning. Come celebrate with us the amazing things that God's been doing at Community Church. I'm telling you, we're going to have a time. We're going to have a time. It's going to be awesome. I want to see your face in the place, man. Come if you don't go to Community Church, come hang out with us. I promise you're gonna like it. If you hadn't hit that share button, hit that share button, man. Yeah, and this would be a great weekend to do it. This would be a great weekend to come worship with us. If you hadn't hit that share button, hit it, send somebody the link. God bless and keep each and every one of y'all. Lord's will. I'll see y'all Sunday morning, man, for Celebration Sunday.